report. We're going to stop using neither one of you are wearing seatbelts. I need your driver's license and proof of insurance.
We were traveling, sir.
You were traveling. You were driving a vehicle.
No, we weren't driving. We were actually traveling.
In the state of Illinois, you were driving a vehicle. You were...
No, I've actually...
And here comes the paperwork, of course. And yes, I'm showing the same definition. Why? Because it's the definition. Traveling versus driving. My friend, you were driving. You need a license, registration, and insurance. You weren't traveling.
I was actually not driving. I was traveling in my automobile. This is not a motor vehicle.
This is a motor vehicle.
No, this is an automobile. Justice Tolman of the Supreme Court completes that freedom of the highway is so old and well established, a blessing that we have forgotten the days of Robert Barron's. I've gone through this before.
Where are you reading this from?
These are all here. U.S. Supreme Court decision. The common law is a real law, and the supreme law of the land, the codes, rules, regulations, policies, and statutes are not the law. A person faced with an unconstitutional licensing law which purports to require a license or prerequisite to exercise the right. The right to travel is an unconditional personal right whose exercise may not be conditioned.
Shut your cake hole, Mary Beth, or I swear to God I'll shut it soon.
We can do this the easy way or the hard way right now. I'm going to let you know the easy way. I'm going to let you know the hard way.
Is it through threat?
What?
Is it through any kind of threat?
Are you threatening me?
Or distress?
It's not a threat.
Because I'm allowed up to $25,000 for 23 minutes.
Let me finish,
Yes.
I'll let you finish and I'll let me finish. So, easy way is you guys give me your licenses, proof of insurance, so I can identify you guys. All right?
By state constitution.
The hard way is if you guys don't identify yourselves, I'm going to have to get you guys out of this vehicle and identify you that way.
Resisting arrest?
It's not resisting arrest, it's resisting to identify yourself.
Okay, well, this notice is a just and modest self-defense for any people and well below the preceded set by James C. Chesnut versus City of Tampa, wherein the damage is established. We're at $25,000 for 23 minutes of unlawful detainment. Are you ready to take on that, Mr. Nowakowski?
Yes, I am.
Okay. That remedy calculates to more than $1.5 million per day.
Okay, I'm legally detaining you because you guys were not wearing your seatbelts. Automobile.
Okay, a person faced with an unconstitutional, is that a constitutional right?
This is a constitutional right. That you guys were not wearing your seatbelts while you guys were driving.
I don't have time for this.
The Illinois vehicle code, you guys must go.
But a statute and a code is not a constitutional.
I gotta go, man.
Right.
I gotta do.
All right.
Hand me his driver's license, please.
What?
Would you like to hand me his driver's license, please?
You can't take it?
Is there a problem?
What?
Is there a problem?
You can't take my
Hand me his
license?
driver's license, please.
No, he needs me to willingly give it to him.
I am. Why?
No, he needs me to.
Why?
Because he's going to call me a driver when I'm a traveler. He's trying to insinuate I'm a driver.
Both of your driver's licenses.
I really dig this passenger. He does not want to deal with the sovereign citizen stuff now. He's got stuff to do, my friend, and you're stopping him because you're sovereign crap.
And I'm not under contract.
What do you mean you're not under contract?
I'm not under any contract with you guys.
You don't have to be under contract.
I'm sovereign. No, you really don't understand.
Are you not going to give me your driver's license?
Yeah, it's...
Okay. Let me...
You can view it.
Okay.
You can take it now? Okay, now you want to steal my property?
That's not your property.
I paid for it.
It's Illinois property.
No, I paid for this. This isn't, you're really not understanding this, Your Honor.
I'm not your honor. I'm not a judge. I'm a police officer. I am understanding it. You paid for it through the state of Illinois, but if you're driving while license suspended, Illinois can't take it away from you. So it's not your property, it's property of the state of Illinois.
No, because I'm under no contract with them.
You are in the contract by signing it.
No, because I signed it underneath the stress. Underneath no contract.
Okay,
So the contract is null and void.
So you are refusing to identify yourself.
No, I'm not.
You're refusing to show me ID.
I showed it to you right there. I could give you ID also.
No. Listen, you are legally required to show your driver's license, vehicle registration, and insurance in Illinois. You have to show all three. That's the law.
Ignorance of the law does not excuse misconduct in anyone, least of all not a sworn officer. In Riccowan, 1917. City of Dallas, to take away all remedies for the enforcement of a right is to take away the right itself.
Okay.
But that is not within the power of the state. Okay, do you understand these?
I do.
For a crime to exist, there must be an injured party.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong.
No, there doesn't.
Yes, for a crime to exist, there cannot be no sanction or penalty imposed upon one because of the exercise of a constitutional right, my right to travel.
A crime.
You gonna recite the law now?
What?
You gonna resort the law?
Are you going to recite the law?
Yeah, are you gonna recite the law?
To be honest, I'm not going to be able to recite the law word for word.
Okay,
Nobody,
well.
because you are reading a piece of paper, so you're not able to recite it word for word without looking at it. So if I was to look at it, I could recite it word for word.
Well, you should know the law. You're enforcing it.
Correct, and I am saying by the law, in general terms, without reciting word for word, is I'm able to identify you guys. You guys did commit a crime by not wearing your seatbelt for driving in a motor vehicle in the state of Illinois.
For a crime to be committed, there has to be for a crime to be committed, though. Okay, what crime?
The crime that was committed was you guys were not wearing your seatbelts while traveling in a motor vehicle in Illinois.
We were not traveling in a motor vehicle. We were traveling in an automobile.
Automobile is the same thing as a motor vehicle.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I could go to that too if you want that. We could do this all the way. All right.
Okay, just remain here. I'll be right back.
Kevin, I have to do. I don't want to play games like this right now. I don't want to.
I don't
play
either.
Games. But this is just.
It's a he said, she said. Yeah, I know.
Now you're violating my personal rights, and now I'm gonna have. I'm like. I have to. Now I'm irritated.
Much later.
Hey folks, how you doing today?
Wonderful.
Hey, what did he stop you for? He didn't really tell me anything.
We really don't know. He's trying to say that we're in violation of some Illinois state code or something like that.
Okay.
And we're trying to explain to him that we're just traveling.
Okay.
We're not here to do anything like this. I've got all the rules and regulations. I actually just left court on this. I'm working through this.
Left court on what specifically?
What specifically is the right to travel.
Oh, okay.
You know, and I'm just trying to explain this to him, but he keeps trying to determine the law for me.
Okay.
And tell me that I'm in violation of his law and not the constitutional law.
Okay.
And I'm trying to explain to him that constitutional law overrides everything else, and we are just traveling.
Okay.
And we're not here to impede anything, resist in any way,
I hear you.
or cause any type of confrontation. He's pulling us over for some assumption based upon his commercial right.
Okay.
And we're not looking to participate in the commercial aspect of this. We're looking to comply in every way humanly possible.
Okay.
Just not corporately possible because we're not in compliance with the corporation.
Yeah. Seize the power. Yeah.
Are you okay? You're shaking pretty bad, man.
Yeah,
All right?
because this is really nervous. This
Okay.
is I'm being accosted. You know what I mean? It all works into
Okay.
how I've been abused in the past.
Okay. Well, I
through the
mean,
system.
I can't.
And I
say
know
for
that
you
you
say
can-
anything. I'm just trying to be nice to you.
Absolutely,
Say that.
absolutely. We're willing to comply in any way
Okay.
that would deem both of us safe.
Right. Absolutely.
Absolutely. So we're not looking to cause any type of
And
conflict.
we don't want any problems with nobody either. We get that completely.
Excellent. Thank you. I do have this, and it is signed, so it's underneath contestment with VC.
It is what? I'm sorry.
Underneath contestment.
Okay.
In other words, that the contract's null and void.
Okay.
It was done underneath the stress, but I do understand that you guys do need forms of identification. I also have this identification too.
Okay.
I'm going through all this. It's been well established. These are all old regulations, and I've got it all. And I don't really mean to sit here and debate law or recite every potential, protection that I do have underneath the law.
I hear you.
And I'm just trying to explain to him, and I'm being done this underneath the stress. Let me explain that again too, so that way we're in full understanding. that's why I'm nervous and shaking, is
Okay.
because it's a scare tactic, and
Okay.
you know, I'm scared
Because you're lonely?
Okay.
because you guys have violated my laws. You guys can hold me against my will.
Well,
You're holding.
Here's the thing, man. I'm not here to try to scare you or anything. I understand you're nervous around police. I've been a cop for 10 years. I also get nervous around police, man. I get that 100%.
Thank you.
I know you're trying to go from point A to point B, maybe point C. And
Excellent.
We just want to get you on your way, man.
Thank you, sir.
Okay? We're not here to ruin anyone's day or do anything stupid.
Thank you.
All right?
Thank you for
Trust me, I
understanding.
like to go about my business, too.
God bless you for actually being real.
Why'd you stop him? Okay. So officer says they stopped you guys for not wearing your seatbelts. Now, in the state of Illinois, the Illinois Vehicle Code and state law mandates that if you're in a vehicle, you have to wear a seatbelt.
Right, but we're traveling in an automobile, and we are
Which
traveling.
is also a motor vehicle. Now, here's the thing. I don't want to keep you guys longer than need be. I want you guys to
Absolutely.
go about your way. So here's what I'm asking.
Thank you.
If we could just get some IDs from you guys really quick, we'll verify everything's cool. We get you on your way in a matter of minutes. And
Thank you.
I mean literally minutes.
Thank you.
Okay.
He had a problem with, he needed me to physically hand me, the driver, which I'm not a driver, I'm a traveler.
Okay.
So he's trying to pin it on me and get me to accept this. I can hand these over to you,
Okay.
but it's not in any type of compliance or anything like that.
Okay.
It's just upon your request because...
I appreciate you're willing to help me out and meet me
Okay,
halfway here. I
okay,
really do.
excellent. All right. This
I'll tell
is...
you what, why don't you hold on to your paper copy of your driver's license, and I'll just take your state ID card and his, okay?
Okay, okay.
That way, it's less stuff I'm taking.
And the traveler is handing this to you, not a driver?
Well, you're handing it to me.
Traveler.
Okay. And out of sheer curiosity, just because I've heard this from several people, what are you basing this all off of? Like, what document do you go off of?
No, the Constitution.
Constitution?
Yeah, the 14th Amendment, the right to travel.
Right to travel?
Right?
What you talking about, Willis?
Okay.
Yes. And then
I mean,
without
you
being
guys-
restricted.
You guys do realize that the right to travel doesn't necessarily apply to vehicles and automobiles. It applies to things like horses and emus.
No, it actually does apply to automobiles, any forms
And
of...
the 1976 Supreme Court case dictates that driving is a privilege, not a right. You have to have a license.
Actually, it's not a right because you cannot. It is not a privilege. It is a right because
You have a right to
privilege.
travel.
A privilege gets converted to a right when it's paid for.
You have a right to travel.
A privilege gets converted to a right though when it's paid for. And
No,
when
it
you pay,
doesn't.
yeah, it does.
Driving is a privilege mandated
But
by
when
the
you
Supreme
when you
Court,
pay for it.
Okay. Now here's the deal. I don't want to argue with you
Okay,
guys. I want
absolutely.
you to go about your way and go about your business. Okay.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm
Thank
just
you,
letting
sir.
you know that the Supreme Court has stated multiple times that driving is a privilege. Okay. So now we have your guys' stuff. I'll ask him to get going as quick as soon as possible and get you guys out of here. Fair enough?
Thank you.
Okay, and then if you notice, I do have Justice Tolman of the Supreme Court of the state of
Okay.
Washington. Complete freedom of the highway is so old and well established, a blessing that we have forgotten these days.
Okay.
Um,
And the Supreme Court, the justice in the Supreme Court can say that, but when the justice votes in the majority to say that driving is a privilege, not a right, that you have to present a driver's license.
It's right here.
you
Ken
don't have
Ken
an
versus
option.
Dulles, 1958. Right to travel is part of the liberty of which a citizen cannot be deprived without due process under the law
Right.
of the Fifth Amendment. The right was emerged as early as the Magna Carta. Personal liberty largely consists of the right of locomotion.
Right, locomotion.
The motion.
Right.
Actually, momentum.
However,
I'm not here to argue.
driving on a taxpayer-funded roadway is a privilege, not a right.
That is
And
a right.
Here's the thing: if you guys wanted to travel, you could travel on horseback, donkey. You could take an emu. You can go on a tiger for all I care, man. And if you do drive on ride on a tiger, give me a call and let me know ahead of time so we get some photos. That'd be pretty awesome. But when it comes to driving, the Supreme Court unfortunately has stated it is a privilege and not a right. You do have to have a driver's license and comply. Now, here's the thing: you guys have been cool with me. I hope you can say they're cool with you.
Yes, you have.
I just want to get you guys on your way. Fair enough.
God bless.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank
fair enough.
you.
Fair enough.
Let's
Fair
get you guys going, okay?
Thank you.
Stop, man.
Just hold on now.
Stop.
I read it to you that a street.
I know, but we're not getting anywhere.
I
This
know.
guy.
No,
you
we
don't-
just got somewhere. You don't understand what just happened.
I knew. We're getting off.
And oddly, the video ends there. You want to know why? The driver got arrested. Yeah. No license, no registration, no insurance. So the vehicle got towed. The passenger had to find a way home and do his stuff that he was planning to do in the first place. And the court case is coming Wednesday. Thanks for joining us on Facts or Frauds. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. You're subscribed. Ring the bell for all notifications so the next time we do a live premiere, you can be in the chat with everyone else. And leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think. And a very special thank you to our channel members. And to you, Wanìshi. Thank you. I'll see you later.